Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Um I just wanted to finally put out this Year of the Dragon video. Oh my goodness, you guys don't even know, I've been really busy, but I was excited to do this video from 2 weeks ago. So I'm just getting back into the energy of being consistent and being on time with what I say I'm gonna do. And that really does tie into this energy of the new year, the year of the wood dragon. So, this year for the Chinese New Year, it's to basically focus on health, ways to achieve abundance, and ways to continue wealth. So, basically, health and wealth. And I'm reading off of my notes here. I'm I'm a little bit congested, but I have water, so just power through this with me. So yeah, Um, so what I wrote down, if you follow me or if you listen to me, I would hope you follow too because the messages are great here. But yeah, so if you are aware of the January collective that I already posted, it also has the same message, but this Chinese New Year, Wood Dragon year, actually is a little bit more detailed, and the focus is more so on leadership and the challenges as you take on new knowledge and as you put yourself in the pursuit of making sure what you're doing in this world is actually something that you've always wanted to do instead of having your mindset on doing something that you feel obligated to do. So, for me personally, I am looking forward to lessening the overthinking this year and working more so with the blessings for this year. And specifically, to be honest, I went right into the blessings for the yang energy, and that's the males. So yang is more active than yin, so this year will be very active. So I'd say be more active in getting rest and prioritizing a schedule so you'll be able to accomplish your goals. So for the men, I realized that what is what is top priority for the men to focus on regarding health is their eyes and taste. And also for their joints, I would say lungs and knees. And I would say, what is this one? Honestly, I'm reading my notes from like 2 weeks ago, so it's a little bit all over the place, but just bear with me. So, yeah, basically, like, say if you are an athlete, let's just say basketball. I know Super Bowl and all that's going on, but to be honest, I don't know too much about that. And I only focused on the Patriots, and I don't know if they're even involved right now. So let's just go back to basketball. Let's say you have a knee injury and you need 6 months. The doctor says you need 6 months. And 6 months is up. You go on the court, they put you in because you're like the top baller. Like, I don't know. I don't really know too much about basketball either. I don't really watch anymore, but let's say you're on the starting, what, five or six? So you go, you're what, point guard? So let's say you hurt your knee again. But before going back into the game, your knee started to hurt. And you're listening to your doctor who is saying, "Oh, you'll be perfectly healed within 6 months." And this is somebody who you've been seeing for a while. So you're just like, yeah, okay, I'm going to take my doctor's advice. But you, on the other hand, you're the person with the injured knee. So you need to actually focus on what your body's really telling you as well, as long as long as you're listening to the doctor, that's great, but you need to focus on you yourself, right? So I would say if you had a second opinion, go to the second opinion, but also listen to your body. So I use that analogy to say sometimes it's not just that the doctor is not always right, but sometimes you need to listen to yourself as well. So I would say um, this ties into paying attention to rest. And this also ties into listening to, if you have a significant other, like if you have a wife or a girlfriend, whatever labels you guys are giving the women in your life who are special, whatever. If she's also agreeing with you that you need to listen to your body and you did all the right things to listen to the doctor, whatever, you need to take heed and listen to what your woman is telling you, because half of the time, if you're on the court and you guys have kids or you have like priorities at home that need to be handled, she would be the one that would be at home handling it. So I'm saying that to say the men this year, 2024, and I would say until 2028, just for this Chinese New Year astrological chart, I'm saying 2028, but personally, it says until January 28th, 2025. I'm saying to listen to your significant other and to pay attention to what your partner is saying, because I'm going into the female, the yin energy of this year is more so using the knowledge that you already know and realizing that you have enough qualities to start your business. So it's kind of like the roles are, yes, the roles are really reversing, but I'm not gonna lie, and I don't want to sound like this is super judgmental or mm, biased. I don't know. But to be honest, I do believe that a lot of women these days are extremely smart, and we do prioritize time very well. So I would say the husbands and the boyfriends, whatever labels you're calling it right now, you guys can take a back seat and let the woman be at the forefront with her goals and her business ideas and her adventures. And that's really gonna be like the topic of this year, of just women being more at the front and doing more of the duties that, say, a working man would go and do. But it would be more so centered in the knowledge and the actual job qualities that the woman has, where she's pursuing something that she loves. I hope this is making sense, because I'm just reading off of what I have down here. And yeah, so, and also the women are going to be focusing on health as well. So if she's helping the man prioritize rest and health and wealth, obviously she's going to be focused on hers as well, because in this life you can't really be catering to one thing towards someone else without doing it to yourself as well. It would be a disservice to you. So women these days, I would say, focus on your health, especially your digestive system and skincare. And working with health and healing the internal body will be a major focus this year. So this would have to do with like gut health, and I would also say womb cleansing. So I would really, really pay attention to the sugar intake and the seasonal fruits and vegetables that you guys are eating right now. And depending on your diet, I'm not sure about gluten free and all that jazz, but if whole wheat is available and the grain amount, I don't even know where this is coming from, but if the grain amountage is okay for your body to process, I would say you should eat more grains and more oats, uh, chia seeds, more of the vitamins that are already in the food that isn't processed, like the regular organic greens and veggies. If you can eat that instead of doing um, capsule vitamins, that is perfect. Especially if you're going to be working towards prioritizing your health and the man's going to be at home, or he's going to be working a little bit less because it's been centuries and centuries of men doing the most of the hard labor without doing the mental cleansing of the mind to be able to really do what they love. Um, I would say, oh my god, I lost my train of thought. uh, okay, I kind of lost my train of thought there. I'm so sorry. I was talking about womb cleansing. Oh, okay, we're gonna get back to that. I was getting deep, but my mind just slipped. So, oh, I was talking about birth. I was gonna speak about birthing. So, I'm speaking about if the woman is able to help the man and cleanse him, just so that they're able to have like a healthy sex life and be able to procreate. Yeah, like that's that's really what this year is about. There's going to be a lot of new kids, new babies being born, a lot of new additions to the family, a lot of weddings, a lot of um, birthing ceremonies. And I just want people to be prepared and not feel like situations were rushed and they didn't really have time to communicate, like if they really wanted a child, because I've been hearing a lot of now the kids are here, like this is what we got to do. It's more so of like, I wouldn't say plan it, but I'm just saying be prepared to have some kids. If you guys are having a lot of sex, it is what it is, right? So yeah, uh and of course women should prioritize rest as well. Obviously, if you're in the workforce and you're also wanting kids, because if you get this man back to health, I'm still speaking about the knee guy. If you get him back to health, he's gonna want to help you. He's gonna want to give you something. So yeah, I'm definitely focused on that for you guys. And basically, what else? The challenges will be to understand that your past is over. So when I did do this initial deep dive into the year of the wood dragon, I did pull cards as well, cards that I have that I wrote myself. And honestly, the main topic of my January collective also fell right into the year of the dragon collective. And I think that's so cool because it's really lining up. Like, I just love that the message is the same. And I think it's perfect because we're not having two messages that don't correlate, right? So basically, the challenge that a lot of people are facing right now, including me, I'm not even gonna lie, I think that's why I took a little break from getting the energy, because I was still a bit stuck in the past, and just releasing all of that emotional buildup, like all of that tension in my body from not healing from what I've been through already in the past, all of that emotional buildup. And the emotional buildup is like the crying, the pain, and just the back and forth conversations in your head of where you should have said this. I can't believe they said that to you. It's like, okay, get over it. You have like I'm not even gonna lie, I used to hate when people would tell me, okay, get over it, get over it. But it's true. Like I held on to so much shit from my past to the point where I was stopping myself from moving forward. And when you realize you stop yourself from reaching your goals and from hitting those milestones in life where you're just so proud of yourself, you really have to think and say, yo, like, I need to. I just got Drake, get myself together, whatever that song is. Yo, but honestly, that's what I was thinking about like this whole time where I was like, oh, I was so busy. Yeah, I was busy crying. Like, I was going through it. So I just want you guys to know that the card came up of no fear, release the fear of the past, judgment, and lack mindset. And that's perfect. So I hope you guys really understand that it is not the time to be slacking. It's not the time to want to hit somebody up from the past and say, F you, you did this shit to me. Da-da. Bro, move on. Like, we don't care. If you're able and you're capable of putting your mind to work and getting one of your dreams out of the back of your head and into your real life, you're good. You're good. Forget that person. Forget that person. Forget them. Like, just forget them. So, yeah, also one of the challenges of this very, very prosperous, productive year will be saying no. Okay. And I'm saying this as in saying no to a lot of job opportunities that at one point in time you definitely wanted, but once you got to the point of actually doing the job that you love and that this job doesn't feel like a job anymore, it feels more so like just a part of your life and you just happen to get paid from it. You happen to just get a lot of revenue from it. Those are the jobs that are coming, like that's your life, like you're set. And then the jobs that are coming up and the people who are emailing me back saying, "Oh, I was thinking of you." Like there's no time for certain jobs, so you have to say no just so you don't overwork yourself and just so you don't put yourself back into that overdrive of working. Like not everybody has the capacity to work like a freaking maniac, okay? There's some people who get off on that. There's some people that love that lifestyle, like that whole hustler mentality. Like it's not realistic for people who have disabilities. It's not realistic for people who have a very, very hard time handling their mental health. It's not realistic for people who don't want to do it. Okay. That's the number one thing. Some people don't want to do it and then they're pushed into it. And then that creates a whole bunch of nonsense that people do not need to have on their mind. And type of workforce that creates is poor management, poor health, people not even showing up. Like, don't even get yourself involved in stuff like that this year and the years forward. So, yeah, that's going to be a challenge for people saying no. And of course, excuse me, um, the overthinking, kind of went into this a little bit, but the overthinking, the overthinking of, oh, maybe I should go and start practicing again. Like, I'm going back into the analogy of the basketball player with the messed up knee. So, say 3 months they feel movement in their knee and they're just like, I don't know, I'm giving him pronouns now, I'm sorry. And this man or woman is like, maybe I can go outside, shoot a few hoops. No, no, you're not going anywhere. That's like, I would say that's like an intrusive thought, but also that's also a part of the say no. So I guess I still need to focus on people who are not really paying attention to the message I just said. Like I don't know. I was trying to talk about overthinking and I guess the message is going back to letting people know that it's okay to say no. So, what I wrote down here exactly is saying no is going to be a challenge, but it won't be negative, but it will be time consuming. And with what we are already, what, and with what we already spoke about, you'll be too busy to say yes to everything. That's it. Okay? That's it. So, I didn't really break down the year of the wood dragon and its specifics. I kind of just wanted to do an overview of it. So, for, I don't know, I'm just going to say the years that I wrote down. The Whoever is born in these years, you are going to benefit from the year of the dragon. So I'm just going to list all the years I found. Some people might not be here, some people are probably still here. Okay, so 1916, 1928, 1940, 1952, 1964, 1970, 1988, 2000, 2012, and 2024. So if you are born in any of those years, you will benefit a lot from this year of the wood dragon. And this year really focuses on creativity, luxury, blooming, and flourishing. And wood, earth, tree. Oh no, I wrote that's a saying. But I was actually just naming the elements, but I'm gonna go back to that little message. So the elements are wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. Um, Basically, this year is about confidence and intelligence and creativity, luxury. I'm saying this again, blooming and flourishing. So, wood, earth, tree roots breaking up, soul, rock. And you know what's really crazy? I'm just thinking about Victoria Monet, and she's a Taurus. I love Taurus women, I love Taurus men. Having a Taurus placement is just delicious. I'm very happy about realizing that. But also, I just wanted to speak about. I don't know if you guys paid attention to the Grammys. I wasn't really. I was in and out. I didn't even know people performed, but I just wanted to see who would win awards. And Victoria, what I realized about Victoria Monet is that she has been writing a lot of these songs that we love as a collective, as a music connoisseur, as just somebody who loves a good slow song. Like she has been writing a lot of these hits for a lot of these talented women who have been in our faces for such a long time. And I believe I said a message on here that the underdog is coming back into the forefront and originality is coming back into the forefront. And I believe that is her because I personally didn't know she did all of that writing for people. I didn't know she was just somebody who was perfecting their craft. I think she said 15 years. So I'm saying that to say, honestly, like her, if you can find her Grammy speech, I would say listen to it. And when I was writing, I did a little bit of rewriting on this page where I wrote about the wood dragon. I wrote wood, earth, tree, roots, breaking up soul, rock, or whatever. And she was talking about um, growing underneath in the ground and then sprouting up like a tree or roots or something. I can't say it verbatim, but it's just something about sticking to the plan and doing the work and just being helpful to yourself as well and then also helping other people. But I thought about delayed success as well because I have a problem with that. I'm an Aquarius, so of course I'm gonna have a problem with that. So I was just saying, like, she has always been great. I've always listened to her music as her, like her being the artist. But I didn't know she wrote so many other people's um songs and helped out and was such a like she was such a perfect piece in other people's puzzle, but she was also the mastermind of her own journey as well, right? So I'm saying that to say, like, this year, to really I keep getting the put yourself out there message, but I'm saying that to say this year I just want people who feel like success is taking them longer than they thought it would to keep going, because you never know. There's so many people, even Miley Cyrus, like there's so many people who we've always thought were great, but we never knew that they didn't get the accolades that we thought they should have had a while ago, and they're now getting it. And then there's people who are just about to reach that accolade and get that reward who stop. And I just don't want you guys to quit on yourself. I just don't want you guys to hear these messages and go on about your day and forget about yourself. Like, I want you guys to really pay attention to your talent and your gifts and to push yourself out there and be okay with not getting that gratification from outside people, because within you know that you are such a strong component in this world. And you never know who's going to help you out or say, I've been seeing you work on yourself for years and you keep getting better and better, right? Because I remember Victoria Monet's song, the New Love song, and I was like, okay, I like this girl, she's good. But I'm gonna be honest, I was like, where where's the rest of like the crowd of people who love her? And that's the thing with you being someone who notices something good in somebody. I don't know why I'm preaching, girl, but that's the thing with you noticing greatness in someone, but deep down you also notice it within yourself, and you shouldn't be shy about that. So I know this isn't like the whole gratifying celebrities and all this stuff channel, but I just like to use people as an example who we see in the world doing great, doing good. We never know anybody's story, and I did not know she was doing this for 15 years. So I just thought that was amazing. If you get a chance to check out her music, do so. And I thought that um I wouldn't say symbolism, but I thought that that little link between the wood dragon and her talking about the trees and sprouting and stuff like that, I thought that was such a cool link, and I had to kind of put that in there. But that was something on my mind. But yeah, let's get back into this reading. It's almost done. It's a little bit too damn long. I'm sorry, but hopefully you get the gist of me and my little rambling, but makes sense to the collective reading. So, sorry. So we have this, the year of the wood dragon. This is the fifth in the 12 animals of the Chinese zodiac. And here are the list of the animals: ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse, goat, monkey, rooster, dog, pig, rat. So guys, I am almost done with this reading, and oh, actually not really. So I do have a little bit of pointers for this last part of the I mean reading. Um and it's learning how to be a team player and learning how to collaborate. And I think that ties in with the example I was giving of the injured athlete and his significant other, letting him know that, hey, you listen to the doctor, you listen to the second opinion, but did you listen to yourself? And that significant other is clearly being a teammate to that athlete. So I want you to maybe go back into this reading and listen to the story that I just gave. But I just wanted to sum it up as we need to be open to collaborating with people who have great intentions for us and for themselves. Okay, so if you run into people who are openly giving you great advice and they want to work with you and you're capable, not you're, and you're capable of taking that advice and following up and collaborating with them, I would say yes, learn how to collaborate, learn how to help others, and first of all, help yourself because once you help yourself, it's easy to help others. But sometimes people like me, I lived a very backwards few lives with helping people and not helping myself. So I would say definitely pay attention to who you are learning from and pay attention to who you want to collaborate with and pay attention to healthy collaborations during this year and the years moving forward. Um so I do have some symbolism from this year of the dragon. And basically it's about male see, male fertility. I'm telling you guys, if you do not want kids with whoever you are dating, please, you gotta, it was last year that you had to take the trash out. So if you didn't do it this year, you might be in a problem. Okay? So perseverance, energy and strength, intelligence, wisdom and knowledge, optimism, luck and opportunities, nobility, dignity and divinity, heroism. Also, I wrote down some colors, some lucky colors this year and of the Chinese New Year, Year of the Dragon, Zodiac. Okay, it's a mouthful. So the lucky colors are gold, silver, grayish white, and the lucky numbers are 1, 6, and 7, and combos of that number variation. Okay, so my last message, yeah, it's to the fertility. Okay, this year is the birth of many women's first sons. Okay, so I really hope a lot of you guys are in happy relationships, or if you cannot have kids, and if you aren't in a relationship, and if you were born in 1928, no, I'm just joking. But yeah, if you can't conceive, okay, this message isn't for you, so that's fine. But if you can, you might have a son this year, or you might be around someone who will have their first son, or you also, I don't know, you might adopt. Like, this year is just, it's going to be a really great year if you've done the work. That is really my message for the next few months, especially since the spring equinox is coming up. I'm actually going to do another reading on that as well, hopefully uh on the 15th. So look out for that, guys. I really wanted to get this message out, and I hope I did it justice for everybody who enjoys listening to me talk about things. And yes, if you do want a personal reading, I'll put my email in the description box and you can talk to me and we'll go over pricing and what you can afford right now, because I do not want you guys to empty out your savings just to talk to me and let me tell you stuff that you probably already freaking know. Don't worry. Like, I'm not a scammer. So, yeah, thanks for listening. Thank you for waiting so long. I was saying I was going to put this message out for a while, but you know me, I was in my feelings. And yeah, take care, guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of February, and happy birthday to the Aquarius people. Congratulations to the two great women whose music I love that won their Grammys finally. Take care, guys. Be blessed. Stay well rested and drink a lot of water. It's Perky, bitch. Bye bye.